Hi everyone, it's great to see you. So today we're going to be looking at a new weather update. This is an alternative weather to Sol, and this is released from Master. So this is Horizon Shades Weather 1.7. Not only does this come with a whole new raft of weather effects for your clouds, etc., it also is integrated with the rain preview from CSP, and also it comes with awesome new post-processing filters, and you can see some of them running here. So what I'm going to do today is talk you through how to install this step by step, because it is a little bit different, and show you all the different processing filters and effects in action. To show off all these great effects, we're going to be using this 911 Turbo S from KUNOS in this awesome blue colour. This initial gameplay is using the Horizon Shades Weather standard processing filter, as well as CSP 1.70 and of course Sol 2.0.2. Later in the video I will be showing Horizon Shades Weather working with CSP 1.72 preview, that's the Patreon Rain Edition. The first thing to do then is to download Horizon Shades Weather 1.7 by Master. The link will be in the description below. This is on Race Department. As you can see, there is a number of videos here that you can actually watch to preview what this looks like, and I'm hoping my video will give you an idea before you download and install. The download is pretty standard. You just download it and it will drop into your normal download location. Then transfer the file to your desktop, and double clicking on it you just want to extract to your desktop the contents of that raw file, and that's just here. So you can see that not only have you got Horizon Shades 1.7, you've also got a number of instructions, and I'm going to talk you through these right now. The next thing to do then is to just drag and drop that raw file in there, and you're just going to install that as per normal. First thing we're going to do is to remove Reshade. Now if you do use this, we're not going to delete these files, we're just going to drag them onto a save document onto our desktop. So if I just go into Assetto Corsa here, we can see that we've got the Reshade folder there, and we've also got another couple of these files. So what we're going to do, we're not going to delete them, we're just going to drag them onto the desktop. So let's just drag those over here. And we're just going to do that with a couple of the other config files too. The main thing that you need to make sure here is that any of these config files, if they're in your Assetto Corsa directory, is that you're dragging them out. And as I said, you can save these and put them back later if that's what you wish to do. Now that we've completed the first step, let's move on. The second step is to copy what's in folder 2 into the main Assetto Corsa directory. So you can see we've got Steam Apps, Common and Assetto Corsa there, and it's these two folders here that we're going to copy over. And as you can see, we have these folders already in our main Assetto Corsa folder. So we're just going to copy these two over, drag and drop them, and we're just going to say replace the files if there are any files that you need to replace. So just click on replace the files in the destination. The next step is a little trickier, so I'm just going to walk you through this slowly. What is in folder 3 here, we need to copy it into AC Tools Content Manager. And this is a set of presets that we're going to use when we set up Content Manager to run with Horizon Shades Weather. Now we actually need to go into local disk, users, and then your actual name. So mine is JPSP there, as you can see, but these are sometimes hidden, these folders. So clicking into Start and Control Panel, you'll see here we can actually search for settings, and you're looking for File Explorer and then Show Hidden Files. Clicking on Show Hidden Files allows us to change a number of settings on your computer. We are looking for the settings here, which is Change Settings to Show Hidden and System Files. If we click on Show Settings on the second one down here, you will see that a box pops up, and at the moment I've got Show Hidden Files and Drives. You can click it on or off, but you need it actually on Apply and OK to be able to see the folder where you need to put these files into. Also remember to click the Apply button on the main settings box here too. So now that we can see our folder, and it's the JPSP one, we need to go into App Data. Then you need to go into Local, and we're looking for AC Tools, and there it is. This is where we're actually going to drag these presets into, and you can see there's a number of presets there. So if I go into this folder here and into presets, you can see the two video presets there for custom shader patch presets and the video presets. So we're just going to move or copy those over. I have done this previous to this video, so you won't most likely have to replace those. They will just copy straight over. Now we've got all those files installed, what we need to do is go into Content Manager, go into Settings and go into Video. And what we're going to do first and foremost is check one of the settings that we've put into presets here. So if you go down to the bottom here, you've got HSW and HSW High. I'm going to put it on HSWI, it's got a bit of eye candy on it, so I'm going to try it on that one. And then at the top here, this is the post-processing filter. Again, you've got HSW, Horizon Shades Weather. So they are the two presets that you need in the video section. The next setting to go to is Settings, Custom Shader Patch and General Patch Settings, and at the bottom here you can see that we can now choose Horizon Shades Weather High also. So that's the settings in the video piece in Assetto Corsa and also in the General Patch Settings under Custom Shader Patch. The next step to make is to again go into Settings, Assetto Corsa and Video, and to make sure that motion blur is turned off. If you do have some motion blur on, that may crash the game with this mod, so make sure that that is switched off. Also then going into Settings, Custom Shader Patch, we need to make sure that we're choosing the right weather effects. So at the moment I've got it on Horizon Shades Weather. Normally it would be on Sol 2 if you've got Sol 2.0.2 installed, so make sure that's on Horizon Shades Weather. The last thing that you need to do is to actually close Content Manager down and then to restart Content Manager again before you go into the game, and then you're set. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Here we are then back on the Red Bull Ring in this awesome 911 Turbo. This blue looks absolutely fantastic. I really do like this colour. So this is a great track just for showing off, and I have done recent Sol videos on here, so I've got a lot of sky to look at. So let's just have a quick look at the render stats. So 103, 102, that's absolutely fine. What I would expect with just one car on the track. What I am going to do though is just go through some of the post-processing filters so you can see what these actually look like. Now do remember, this is not Horizon Shades, the standard Horizon Shades. This is Horizon Shades Weather. They are two completely separate products. So if you go on Race Department and on Masters page, you will see that these are two very different. So Horizon Shades Weather, let's have a look what we've got then. We've got the standard Horizon Shades Weather, we've got HSW ATR, Classic, and a couple of other different ones there. So let's click on them and just see how they look. So this is Horizon Shades ATR, really crisp, looking very nice. Do like the clouds in the background as well, good colours, and that's all great. Let's move on to the Classic. So little bit of subtle difference there. I do actually quite like that. That looks very nice. Let's go on to the next one, which is Matte, quite bright. Again, I'm sure you can change some of the settings in the background here just to dim that down if that's what you want to do. Let's look at Real. Now this is the one I really like. I think that looks very, very nice. It really is amazing how some of these post-processing filters can really change the look and feel of the game. So HSW Sky is the last one. Again, I quite like that too, and you can see that the subtle changes that's made definitely in the sky, and I'm sure that's what it's for. So let's go back onto Horizon Shades Weather Real. This is the one that I like. And you'll just have to let me know in the comments, guys, which one you prefer as well. That looks really smart. So let's just take a look around. Something just to point out here is that we still change the weather effects with the Sol dashboards. Now bringing these up, you'll see there's one difference, and that is the Sol config is actually not there anymore. So Sol config 1.8 is not being used. So Horizon Shades has basically superseded that and taken over that. And one thing just to point out, guys, you can still swap between Sol and Horizon Shades Weather. You can have them both installed together, absolutely fine. So this is the one we're going to use. We're going to use the weather changing app here. So let's just remove the other ones and move that over. And I just want to show you some of the lighting effects and the way that the clouds are working, because that's obviously a very big part of how this is actually changed. So let's just cycle through these and I'll just give you guys a view. You can see the moon over there, that's still in there. That's really cool. So let's just give you this vista so you can take a look at the changes and the way that these clouds develop. To be fair, it never really grows old. Me looking at the way these clouds develop looks really cool, and just to have a look at how the sun looks as well going through those clouds, again, really nice. This is a great thing about all the mods in the game at the moment, is that on Assetto Corsa you do have the choice on what you want to run. So in this video I'm not trying to say if Sol or if Horizon Shades weather is better, it's all down to your personal preference, and I know that I'll be using both in different races and on different tracks. Let's continue to cycle through some of these weather effects then. Now that we've looked at some of the standard weather effects with CSP 1.70, I'm now going to move to CSP 1.72, that's the Patreon Preview Rain Edition. Let's take a look at how this looks with that. So there we have seen light rain and rain. Really do like this post-processing filter. Let's have a look at heavy rain now. When moving through these rain effects, I really do like the reflections that are coming through the clouds and onto the car. They look really, really good. This effect also looks pretty cool. When we put squalls on, you can see how everything brightens up and the rain actually drops off the car, but look at the reflections on the car. This is looking really, really good. And then just taking another look from a little bit further away from the car so you can see what's in the sky and what the clouds are doing. All looks fantastic. And here's a view straight up into the sky so you can see how those clouds are actually forming and moving. Let's take a look then when we've taken the weather off and how these reflections look. So the sun is beating down, and again this post-processing filter, this is the standard Horizon Shades weather, looks really cool. But we can have a bit of a play with this preview version as well of CSP. So if we go into debug rain here, what we can do is create some fantastic effects. So you've probably all driven on a road where it's been raining, but it's not raining anymore and there's still puddles on the road, so it's half dry, half wet. This is how cool all of these mods now are. So if we take all these off, let's see how this looks driving in these conditions. I'm sure you'll all agree this looks absolutely fantastic. So big shout out for Master for this mod. I hope this video has helped you decide if you're going to download and install this. Big shout out to Peter as well for Sol, and X4 Fab Ilya for all of the CSP work that he's currently doing. This preview version still looks absolutely fantastic. As ever, all the links are in the description below, and please do thank and support the modders wherever possible. They do some fantastic work. Thank you for taking the time out today to watch the video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Do remember to check out the channel. There are lots more mod tutorials and guides on how to get the best out of Assetto Corsa and other sim racing. Dirt 2 Rally is now on there too, and I'll be doing a couple of videos on there. And also, if you're new here, it'd be great to have you on board, so remember to click on that subscribe button if you like what you see, and giving me a thumbs up also helps me out in an awesome way with YouTube. See you soon, guys.